This is Daryl from All Systems Broadband, and we are reviewing the installation instructions for the ODT 3500. Remember to follow all safety precautions. This includes any company policies and procedures, and always follow local and national construction codes.
So the distance between the mounting holes is 18 3/4 of an inch. So we're going to draw a level line across the wall here. Got our level here. Set the bubble. Line. So I'm going to fix point here. Here. 18 3/4. So take your mounting hardware, whatever that is, hit your holes. At that point, you come in with your screw gun. You can come in after you've got those in, put the two in the bottom. It's a new ODT 3500. This is a larger box, which Amphenol makes it. We got a lock here. We have two security screws. Door opens up. If you're mounting it, you can take the door off. We have the customer side, and we have the provider side here. Port labeling, laser labeling. Removes. So here we have conduit ports in all the bottom of it. We have mounting holes, 4 sides with a gasket on them. We have our strain relief here in the middle so that when you bring the cable up, you can clamp it down. We have our buffer tube storage in here. This was our tray tower to support towers. We have the divider wall for the pigtails or the cassettes, and then here would be your storage for your outgoing to the customer. So using our standard central core tube strength member retainer, this would be the assembly with a B-bond clamp on it. Of course, your buffer tubes are coming out of it. In order to install this, you need to remove the current plastic strain relief cable. This is the clamp over in this location. Hold it here. And then another option is to take the jacketed cable and loop it around 360 degrees and clamp it down. There's an area in the bottom of here, and it loops around the whole top. So here we've separated out our fiber buffer tube that we're going to use. We're going to take the excess fiber and loop it inside here. So then you would take the extra fiber, the buffer tube that you're going to splice, route it into your tray, into your storage area, around the bottom of the tower, and onto the point you'd route your buffer tube up onto the tray. You use the felt wrap and 2 tie wraps to secure it, and then your fibers would come in here and loop around. So here's the pigtail bracket support. It goes in after you've put your cable in. Slide it in here. Screws on from this side. So here's the buffer tube storage loops. You snap these in. Turn them this way. You can install these however you like. We turn them to the inside here like this. So here we're going to install the 12-pack adapters. Push them into the bottom of here, push down on the push pins, locked in place. 2-inch Velcro straps that are taped on here and on the top side here. We'll take the other piece of Velcro, you can cut it to 2-inch lengths, and you can wrap it around your pigtails, which we've installed here, we've looped up. So we're going to take our loops, wrap that here. It really wouldn't have to be that long, but we're going to do it anyway. Take that loop and stick it down on the top. You can do the same thing here. Your fibers route down underneath the Velcro, leaving plenty of slack here, and come up here and mark your point where you want to wrap it with felt tape. Put it on here. Wrap around, and at that point you'll tie it down on the tray, leaving plenty of slack. Just take your tie wraps, loop it around. The nice thing about our design is you can slide this right up into position. Route it up onto the tray. And then here's your splice. This is what happened here. You have both incoming and you would splice here. So the other option is to put in a cassette. Works the same way. Line it up to push pins, push them in. You can route your fiber out the back. And if you don't have anything, you put in blanks, which are these. And that secures this side. At this point, take your standard tie wraps. You can tie up your buffer tubes to secure them. There's a standard ground kit. Take your components. You'll have the stud, 3 nuts, and 2 washers. The outside portion, take this nut, and that would be for your outgoing ground. So take your stud, push it up through, put the nut on, tighten it down. Ground cable, we're going to insert it over the stud. We're going to take our washer, put on top of that, then we're going to take the nut and put on top of that. And probably So here, we'll take the top nut off of the B-bond clamp that's already installed. Put our stud down on here, or our lug down on here. Put that on, and then tighten it down. Okay, so your provider side door has 2 tabs that stick out and has a lip that bends under here. Slides underneath of the edge of here, over, and you use your can wrench to secure it.